One, two, three, and easy out of Thomas Daily Vlog Show. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Art of Thomas Vlog Show. So, I got a lot to cover today. I want to do it quick and so the video is not too long, even though that's what I always say, and it never is the case. Anyway, on to the important news. I left my podcast rendering when I was out basking, and that unfortunately it failed. I think maybe the video is too large file for my computer, so I'm gonna take the video out, and that's that. Just gonna put the image of the NFT that I made for the podcast, and unfortunately that's gonna be it. On the subject of my computer not being strong enough, I have also been having a lot of troubles with my tablet, my Wacom tablet that I use for my drawings. It's done. It's gone. It's past its prime. Like, it's unusable now, unfortunately. I had one of those computer tablets that you draw on the screen, but my pen broke, and I went to the store to see if I can get it fixed. They say that pretty much they can't. So I found this old Wacom tablet in my girlfriend's mother's garage, and I've been using that for a while, and that's starting to give me troubles. Like last week, I started noticing this. It was much harder to do all my drawings. It took 3 times long for each drawing as it usually did, and now it has reached the point where it's completely unusable and like it's gone. So yes, right at the moment where basking is hitting its lowest, where my bubble machine broke, now is the time that my computer started showing signs that it's not strong enough to handle what I needed to do. My Wacom tablet breaks, so it's like when they say every now and then everything that can go wrong will go wrong. And yes, but I try to not get discouraged by this. I always see it as a opportunity. I think it's in Japan. I believe I heard this. I'm not sure if it's right, but I heard that in Japan they write in pictograms, and that the pictogram of crisis is linked with the one of opportunity. And yeah, I think there's something really, really deep in that thought. And yes, the moments where we are at our lowest, the moments where crisis is most um, deep. I don't know what word to use. Those are the moments where we can grow the most. Those are the moments we can actually change and be better. It's very hard to change when things are going well. When things are not going well, that's usually the moment where the best growth happens. Yeah. So every time I face one of these challenges in my mind, I have this scene. There's this old movie that has this very iconic scene where the guy is playing chess, and the rival is death, right? And he's playing chess against death. Well, I always picture in my mind playing chess against life, right? And every time I have a challenge, it's like life is making a move and it's putting me on check. And he asks me, okay, what are you gonna do now? And my mind, the way it works, because I don't know if it's because I know. I honestly, I think I'm just stubborn. Like, I just don't want to deviate from my path, and when things get hard, I just want to push forward the most. So every time I have a challenge, I always say, okay, it's time to go big or go home. every time things are going the worst, that's when I decided to go out on something, you know, take a leap, jump, try to do something big to break through. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab all my savings that I have, which are not much at the moment because most of the money I've been making, I've been putting it back into what I do. Uh, but I'm gonna grab all the money I can and I'm gonna buy an iPad Pro. The iPad Pro will be really good for my art. I have many friends that have it. I had the chance to try it out. It's way better than the setup I have right now. It'll be much better for the podcast, for recording the podcast. I'll be able to record these video blogs with my actual microphone instead of the cell phone microphone. I will be able to do edits on the videos, and it'll be faster than the computer I have. So all the videos will render quicker. Which, if I can do things quicker, that means I can do more things. And yes, I haven't. I always thought about getting it. I haven't gotten it yet because just how expensive it is. Um, but it's time. It's time. I've been pushed to a wall, and the only thing I can do is just hit as hard as I can, not fall down, and continue to go forward. I have my fingers crossed, really, really hard that there are some talks about a lockdown in Sydney, and if I buy the iPad and we go into lockdown straight away, which means my income gets completely slashed, completely. Um, that would be worst case scenario, and I'm not sure what to do if that happens. But I need this equipment. I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna hope for the best. I'm gonna prepare as much as I can for the worst. So I've been looking into options for payments. I signed up for Afterpay. That was gonna be my first option. Afterpay gives you 4 installments every 2 weeks, so that was good because I didn't have to put all the money at once because that would have been impossible, like outright impossible. But I was looking into the Apple website, and they have an option apparently that they say that they will offer 6 months, 12, or up to 24 months with 0% interest if you make a purchase above a certain limit. With the iPad Pro is over, so that's great. That would be an amazing option if I can do that. That will make it that it's not so steep. It will spread the pain all over, which we would be better. I tried calling them because in order to use this option, you have to actually call them, but they're not open yet. I am here. I think it's almost 9 a.m. They open at 9, so as soon as I finish this, I'm gonna try and call them again. And yeah, this could actually be great news if I can get this iPad and we can make it work, and I can continue to bask, so I don't fall behind with all my bills. This could actually be a really good thing for the Art of Thomas. We could actually start seeing a lot more things happening because it will just give me a ton more options. And it'll take a while to get to, like, the one I'm using now is Windows, so it'll take a while to adjust to a new operating system and to get all the different apps and stuff like that. But it'll put me in the right track, and it's a machine that is gonna last for years and years and years. So right now, what I'm feeling is the lowest could actually be the beginning of a great run for the Art of Thomas, and hopefully for all the people who follow and watched and share the content and comment on it. Hopefully, it will also mean that you guys are gonna get a lot more stuff, a lot more NFTs, better because like the software is better. So I'm not even sure what's the limit that I can do with it, and it's exciting. It's great. My computer was I knew I had to to upgrade for a long time, for at least a couple of years. I just I just didn't want to make the jump because I never had enough money, and it was always like, oh, it's a good idea. Would something bad happen? Like if I make the payment and then something bad, I always had that uncertainty, and I never took the jump. I'm also dealing with 1,000 things at the same time, so it was very easy for me to push it and be like, okay, I'm gonna do that later, and then boom, my computer died, the Wacom died, everything started collapsing. I was like, okay, now is the time. If not now, when? Go big or go home. That's my takeaway, and I hope this works for you. I really hope I can get the podcast up before I go basking. That will be my goal on this morning, and I'm gonna call Apple to get this sorted and get that amazing piece of machinery into my studio ASAP. That's my goal. That's what I'm going for. And I'll keep you posted. So just enjoy your day. Have a great time. Smile. Have fun. And I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully with good news. Hopefully. I could use some good news right now. Anyway. Enjoy. And I'll see you again. Hopefully.